Today is June 13th. We are at Lincoln Park for the Rededication. Could you start by telling me your name?
I'm Jennifer Gibbs Phillips, aka Mother Love. I'm 77 years old, going on 78, and I embody the spirit of Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune.
Can you tell me a little bit more about that spirit?
At the age of 4, Dr. Bethune appeared to me in a vision in Lake City, Florida, at the age of 4. And it kind of frightened me, so I got into bed with my mother and my father, and they explained to me the difference between a vision and a dream. And since her actual physical self appeared to me, he said that means that she was still alive when I was 4. My aunt Beatrice Balcom was the first person to graduate from college in my family, and she graduated from Bethune-Cookman College. She was a friend of Dr. Bethune's, and she would go to visit her at least twice a month. And I begged her to go. Aunt B, take me. She said, when you get to be a big girl, I'll take you. But she passed. They had to force her to retire from A.L. Lewis Elementary School in Jacksonville, Florida, because she was still teaching at the age of, she was old. And it's so ironic because I think A.L. Lewis was kin to Dr. Johnetta Cole, but I'll have to do some more research about that. But back to her spirit guiding me. As a result of her guiding my spirit, since the age of 4, I started my own school, the Gibbs Academy in Lake City, Florida, when I was 4. Under the grape arbor in my backyard, I had my school where I taught the neighborhood children to count from 1 to 100 and to learn the ABCs. And I was the youngest, but I didn't play when it came to school. You didn't play school. You were in school. They didn't have kindergartens in Lake City for black children in the 40s, and I was born 46. So in first grade, when I went to first grade at Richardson Elementary School in a 2-room house with a pot-bellied stove in the middle, Miss Margaret Williams was my first grade teacher. And I just remembered her talking about Dr. Bethune and the impact that she had upon her life. So since the age of 4, I have allowed that spirit to guide me everywhere I've been. I've never applied for a job in my life. Every job I've ever had, Dr. Bethune's spirit guided me to it. I've been asked to come wherever I've been, including my first job at Jefferson Junior High School, my job as an assistant principal at McKinley Senior High. I was the first female principal at Calvin Coolidge High School. And by the way, Dr. Bethune was an advisor to Calvin Coolidge. Okay? That's another story. I've been led by her spirit all my life. And that's what brings me here today, to celebrate her. I'm a life member of the National Council of Negro Women. Dr. Height allowed me to use her spirit as one of the founding spirits of the Washington School for Girls. I am the co-founder of the Washington school for girls as quiet as it's kept. Okay? Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about what today means to you?
What?
What today means to you? Like
What today means to me? Wow. I wish I could express it in words. But there are no words to express how I feel about that woman who advised presidents, who could walk in and out of the White House when Eleanor was in the White House. She even came down to Daytona to visit Dr. Bethune whenever she wanted to. What does that mean to me? It's my reason for still wanting to be on the planet, despite what's going on around me. She matters, and the fact that she's the only African American to represent a state. Our children don't know that. She represents the state of Florida. Isn't that ironic? Well, all that's going on down there, she representing in Statuary Hall in the nation's capital, standing tall. And I had an opportunity to touch it. The sculptor invited me to come to Daytona to touch that marble, that Michelangelo marble. And she asked if she could touch my hand. And she said that she felt the same spirit as she was carving that statue. And it's so telling because one of my girls, one of my first recruits for the Washington School for Girls paid for me to go. Hotel, airfare, and everything. And this was during COVID. That's the only place I went during COVID. And I'm just so thankful to the divine that I'm still here to see the second dedication. I came to the first, I'm in the audience, but this time I got a chance to serve, pass out programs until my knees got heavy. But it's such a blessing to still be alive and to see a woman who looks like me. A woman who looks like me. Represent. And I just want to make sure that those 9 mandates that she left, love and taking care of our youth, those are the 2 I'm going to be working on. And see, I don't wait for the administration of any organization to tell me what to do. Mother Love does what the Spirit leads me to do. And I'm going on my birthday, July 29th, I'm going down to New Beginnings, the jail for our youth, with the director of the Department of Youth and Rehabilitation Services, Sam Abed. Going down Sankofa Elders Council, I'm a member. And we're gonna go down, and I just wanna bless the boys and let them know that, hey, you matter. You matter, no matter, you're not what you did. You matter. And I just want folks to leave me alone and just let me do what I was put here to do. Carry out the legacy of that woman. That's all. Well, I would just like, I would just like for all of the powers that be to know that the greatest of these is love. I don't hear anybody mentioning love in the equation when it comes to solving some of the problems that our young people are experiencing. When I go down to New Beginnings, they tell me, I just want to see my dad and mother love. I just want to eat some of my grandmama's macaroni and cheese one more time. Why is it that those buildings where trees are growing up, in the building out there, why can't they make that a place where these young people can see their families more often? Why? And I just want to spread love and light wherever I go. And y'all just make sure you look out for me. That's all. I just want to do God's will, that's all. And I know I have a connection with young people. They listen to me. They listen because they know I'm coming from a place of love and light. And I'm non-judgmental. And I want them to put the cell phone down for a minute. Why does the Surgeon General have to tell parents to tell your children to stay off the cell phone? Why does the Surgeon General got to do that? We got to get back to our families. Help our mothers. I've anchored in strength. Parents of incarcerated youth. I've been working with that for 15 years now. Our parents need help. They don't know what to do all the time. These children didn't come with a manual. They're doing the best they can because their parents didn't have the coping skills. They just did the best they could with what they knew. And all I want to do is get me a podcast. She sent me in a dream day before yesterday the title of a podcast, and I want to get it. Mother Loves Elder Youth Connection. Mother Loves Elder Youth Connection. And it was something else. Discovering the light you carry. That's for you. Well, it's public now. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want to do a podcast that connects me with young people so that I can help them to discover the light they carry. Each of us has a light. You just haven't discovered yours yet. What do you do better than anybody else? That's your gift. What do you do better than anyone else? You like doing this, don't you? I can tell. You like doing this. That's your light that you carry. You can capture whatever this is. That's your gift. And you're going to learn to do it better than anybody else. You're going to hone the skill, this gift that God has given you. And that's going to be your reparation. That's your reparations, baby. I didn't get my 40 acres and a mule. But you know what? I'm going to do this podcast. And I'm going to get this bag for us. All I ask Just be true to your craft and make sure that you always use that light for good and for God. I ain't no scripture quoting, Bible toting fool, but I know you love one another. God said, love one another as I have loved you, and do unto others. Oh, that's all you got to do. You ain't got to be a part of no organized religion and all that kind of stuff. All you got to do is do His will, do His word. That's all. And you know what? Mother Love been saving this. You know, I got a tribute that I did for Mary McLeod Bethune. I got it in here. And God told me to bring it today. Do you know the writer Michelle Parkinson, filmmaker? That's my baby. And she edited it for me. And I got my feelings hurt because I'm an English teacher. And she had so many. There was so many errors in it. And my feelings got hurt a little bit. But I thank her to this day because I got it right here. And I'm going to write it up so I can make enough money to get our stuff from the Washington chapter out of the warehouse in Maryland so that Miss Nettie Hales can see it in an archive. I just want to do the work. I want you to help me. Peace and blessings, love and light. Thank you.